Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to 1010 KSIR, KSIR.com, and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Tyler Carmen alongside Ron Albo as we get set for another Patriot League matchup between the visiting Fort Lupton Blue Devils and your hometown Brush Beat Diggers. Much to fight for in this late season matchup for Brush as they currently sit at 6th in the 2A football rankings. Squish between Severance and Delta. Severance and Delta both with a 6-1 record. Brush 5-2, coming off a thrilling forfeit victory last week over Sterling. It's nice to nice to have a nice second bye week for Brush as Sterling kind of gets the short end of the stick. They get caught up in COVID and their COVID protocols, wasn't able to field a team, so Brush gets a forfeit victory. But coming off a homecoming victory before that over Valley, they're on a technically a 4-game win streak, riding high here to the last 2 weeks. It's nice to see a nice winning season for Brush. And Ron, what are you looking for in these last 2 weeks out of this football team?
Well, from talking with the coaches, and last week, it's one thing when you are, when you have a situation like that happen with the forfeit. The bad thing about it is they prepared all week long for a football game, ready to play on a Friday night, and then, of course, the game gets canceled, so now they've got to readjust their schedule, and, it's a little bit depressing in a way because they came off of a great win the week before, and you want to carry over that enthusiasm to the following week. So they had to put that behind and put it on hold for another week, but now they get a chance to get back out on the field tonight against another opponent that, if you're looking at them on film, I've watched them on film, they're not quite as good as Brush is. They're a little inferior, but once again, that doesn't always mean, that they're going to come out and dominate them from the beginning, but as the game gets on, I would look to Brush to be able to dominate this team and probably put it under control pretty quick here. Getting ready as far as the playoffs goes. They've got 2 games left. They've got to have a strong finish because once you hit that playoffs run right there, you're going to be coming against some really tough teams that are ready to play, and you're playing for all the marbles. It's you win and you go on, you lose, you go home. So I look for them to come out and start real strong and get this game over with pretty quick.
Yeah, some other notable teams you might hear of. Eaton sitting at number 1. They're a powerhouse this year. Res Christian, Platte Valley sitting at 11 right now. University at 12. Even Sterling way down at 1 and 6. They're ranked 20th. But Brush sitting at that number 6 spot. Pretty comfortable position for them. But you'd like to see them maybe jump up into the top 5 there. Severance is right above them at 6-1. Go ahead and get to your starting lineups, brought to you by Equitable Savings and Loan. Mobile banking on the go makes banking easier for you when you're on the go. Check it out today. For the visiting Blue Devils, they're going to go with number 1, Danny Rodriguez, number 2, Isaac Rodriguez, number 5, Sergio Hernandez, number 12, Will Alvarado, number 42, Joshua Helvig, number 55, Cameron Galencia, number 60, Alejandro Tena, number 66, Jonathan Garcia, number 68, Dylan Jaramillo, number 71, Caden Durbigny, and number 81, Joseph Gallegos. For your Brush Beat Diggers, it was also Parents' Night / Senior Night. Go ahead and give you guys the seniors for your Brush football team. Eric Gable Risch, Austin Sisk, Caden Schwint, Yvonne Cardenas, Caden Moriarty, Jonathan Becker, Alejandro Maltos Garcia, Kyle Wellen, Cesar Nojos, Jace Krieger, Izzy Hernandez, Dominic Ontiveros, and Sam Cecil all were given the chance to give their parents a hug and wrote a little excerpt, I guess, of what their favorite memories were and to thank their parents because, Ron, it's not easy being a sports parent at all. And it's nice to have that appreciation even if it is for one game, but I think you guys know you guys are appreciated day in and day out.
Oh yes, definitely. And with those athletes out there, it's so good to see them thank their parents, and their parents know that they appreciate everything. Sometimes they might forget to tell them on a regular basis, but when you have an athlete and you're a parent of them, you're going to support them from the day they start playing. And there's lots of sacrifices that you give up, but you give it up for the benefit of those kids, and because you love them and you love to see them be successful and have a good time. So, hats off to all the parents out here for the time that they put in with all their athletes.
Rest of your starting lineup for the Beat Diggers goes like this: number 35, Ty Griffith; number 59, Caden Castrop; number 64, Caden Lefevre; and then number 60, Caleb Jimenez, who is an add-on there to the bottom. Do we have an injury on our O-line? Is that why Caden Jimenez is in there?
Caleb? Sorry, it would be actually what it is you've got you've got Jace Krieger playing left tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think what happened, I don't know exactly what happened there, but I know Jace has been very successful filling in for tackle on the other side, and so and get him a chance just to play some more and be effective on the offensive line, as well as getting a chance to run the ball every once in a while, like he did last week.
You'd really like to see that. Maybe we get up on Fort Lupton here and see number 52 in the backfield. It seems like whenever he gets the ball, it's usually about a 30-yard scamper to really ice the game and get it even more to a running clock. So that'll be great to see. So that's your starting lineup, brought to you by Equitable Savings and Loan. Thank you to all the 2021 Brush football sponsors. The starting lineups being announced over the intercom for now. This is 1010 KSIR, KSR.com, the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We're less than 7 minutes away from our opening kickoff, brought to you by Buildings by Design. We've also got the Broncos and Browns game on Ron's phone in front of us. If you guys are interested, don't want to flip back and forth, we'll give you updates as it goes along. Right now, it's not good.
No, start of the second quarter, the Broncos are down 10-0. Not looking good for them. They've had some, opportunities there where they've looked really good, and other times just the breaks are just not coming their way. So we'll see how that all pans out.
Hoping for the best. Ooh, almost had a deep pass there broke up by Patrick Sertan. That'd be cool. As I mentioned, Brush 5-2 overall in the season. They are 3-0 in Patriot League. They're only 2 losses coming to cross-county rival Fort Morgan and then to Severance in weeks 2 and 3. Fort Lupton, on the other hand, they're 0-3 in their Patriot League, and they're 1-6 overall. Their one victory coming over Estes Park, I believe, a 39-38 victory over Estes Park. In between there, though, they've had losses to Berthoud, the Academy, Elizabeth Valley, Weld Central, and Platte Valley. They'll wrap up their season next week against Sterling. Brush will have a chance to wrap up their regular season as well next week at Weld Central. That's another 7 o'clock kickoff against a familiar face in Coach Chisholm. That'll be a fun game. Weld Central, not necessarily world beaters by any means, but a nice opponent to wrap your season up with. Give Brush a chance to get set for the playoffs, and should be fun.
Yes, definitely a good schedule towards the end of the year here for Brush to kind of fine tune things and get themselves back on track and work on some stuff that they need to utilize once they get to the playoffs. Just thinking about it real quick here, Coach Schwinton, his whole tenure here, he's had a lot of obstacles to overcome, And so, with the game being canceled because of COVID, it's just one more thing. But, hats off to him and his coaching staff and him for keeping it together and making sure that everything stays as normal and positive as possible so that the guys don't get too distracted or get down.
Right on. We're going to go ahead and take a quick timeout, get the national anthem out of the way, and we'll come back with your opening kickoff, brought to you by Buildings by Design right here on 1010 KSIR, KSIR.com, and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Welcome back into Brush High School football on 1010 KSIR. Tyler Carmen alongside Ron Albo tonight from Larry Mills Field at Beat Digger Stadium in Brush, Colorado. Moments away from your opening kickoff, brought to you by Buildings by Design, getting ready for the coin toss here. If you're a baseball fan, I just got an update. Dodgers take the lead in the second inning. They're fighting for their playoff lives as Atlanta holds a 3-2 lead. If Brush could win tonight and Atlanta knock off LA, it'll be a really good sports night. I don't really care too much about the Broncos because my hopes are pretty low for them, but they're down near. Please tell me they're threatening to score there. They're not backed way up.
Threatening to score.
Okay, good.
Inside the 3-yard line.
Good. Becker, Cardenas, and Moriarty are your captains out at midfield. Brush in their home maroon jerseys, gold pants, gold numbers, maroon helmets. Fort Lupton in their away white jerseys, blue pants, blue helmets. We'll see how that turns out here. Seems like the ref's taking his sweet time over there. So Brush will defend the north end zone. Fort Lupton will receive this opening kickoff. Players shake hands, and looks like we're ready to go here. Coach Swint getting his team fired up. Kick coverage team jogs out onto the field. Your opening kickoff brought to you by Buildings by Design. When it comes to experience, Buildings by Design is the best in the business. Quality, commitment, and experience makes BBD the only choice when it comes to your next project.
And, once again, great weather tonight. Beautiful night.
It is.
Kind of cold all day long, a little bit until around
a little cloudy.
9 o'clock. But, boy, it sure cleared up and turned out really nice tonight.
I don't like what I'm seeing on your phone.
No. So I guess they were deep in their own end zone.
They were deep. Yep, they're going to punt it away. Fort Lupton return team set up here. We're ready to go. Gable Risch tees it up dead center of the 40-yard line. Head coach for the Fort Lupton Blue Devils is Joey O'Connor. He's assisted by Casey Hoffberg, Chris DeHaro, Will Vowles, Lorenzo Vasquez, and Logan Bach. Gable Risch's kick is up. Caught past the 15-yard line. That's number 2 for Fort Lupton. He gets to the sideline and is covered up quickly by the brush coverage team. That's Isaac Rodriguez, a senior for the Blue Devils. And Fort Lupton will take over at about the 25-yard line. Make it a 26.
Ball's on the 27-yard line.
Blue Devils break the huddle. They go 2 wide right. Shotgun formation here. Rodriguez comes in motion right to left. Alvarado looks to pass. He's going down the sideline. Hondo kind of lost the ball there. Pass falls incomplete. That is Will Alvarado. Pass was intended for number 1, Danny Rodriguez. And they'll go 3 wide left this time. Pistol set. Turn around, hand it off to, fakes the handoff. Alvarado goes up the middle. Safety's got to come down, make the tackle. I believe that's Hondo. It is.
Pickup of about 5 on that play. Almost 6 yards on that play.
Tackle was made by Alejandro Maltos Garcia.
Good fake. As he held it in the belly of his running back, Sergio Hernandez. They go 2 out left again. Rodriguez in motion. They do hand it off. Flag flies. As Hernandez gets close to the first down. I think he's a yard or 2 short. But we'll see what the flag does.
Sergio Hernandez he's a thick guy down there. Not very tall, but he's thick. I'd say he's probably around 200, 220 probably.
He looks about like
range.
the thickest guy down there.
Yeah, definitely. And, when he gets a going there, watching some of the pregame warm-ups, he gets moving pretty good. He might be a tough guy to bring down.
Yeah, you better bring your jockstrap when you're coming down to meet him. It was holding on Fort Lupton, so that's going to back him up. They'll have to replay 3rd down, I believe.
This will be 3rd down at about 14.
Mm-hmm.
3rd down and 14.
They go 1 split out either side. Shotgun set again. Rodriguez in motion again. Snaps, fumbled there. Ball's on the ground. I think Fort Lupton falls on it. And Fort Lupton's going to send out their punt unit.
And just what you hope from the Brush defense to be able to stop them, have them go 3 downs and out. A couple penalty in there that, backed them up. And then, of course, the defense held right there and bring up a 4th down.
We're going to have a clock stoppage. And there's another penalty on Fort Lupton. Oh, false start. So it's just a 5-yard false start penalty. It'll back him up a little farther. Puntman standing inside his own 5-yard line.
About 4th down and 22.
Gets a pretty good end-over-end punt. Bounces at about the 45. Schwint's going to pick it up along the sideline. Goes right, cuts back to the left, crosses the 50, down the sideline. Gets tied up at about the 40-yard line, goes out of bounds. Was tackled out of bounds. Nice little move there by the senior Caden Schwint. Gives Brush good starting field position on their first offensive series, and we'll see what Hondo and his group can do here on their opening drive. 10:37 to go in the first quarter. Score is 0-all.
And right off the bat, well, they were in plus territory, but now with the penalty, that'll back them up to their own 42-yard line, 43-yard line.
What was the penalty?
I think it might have been a block in the back.
Ooh. So that backs them up inside their own 45, call it about the 43.
First Big Diggers on ball on the 43-yard line.
Rush goes full house right off the bat. 3 running backs behind Hondo.
Yeah, they're going to run right down, right at the gut.
Turn around, fake the handoff. Hondo's looking to pass. He's going up to Hinojos, wide open at the 30-yard line. Catches it, dragging his man to the end zone. Gets down inside the 5-yard line. Cesar Hinojos. Oh my gosh. The grown man faked the handoff. I think they faked it to Cesar.
Yep.
And he just ran straight through Fort Lupton's defense.
58-yard pass, and it brings up a first down inside the 5-yard line, or first and goal.
That is quite the way to start for number 12 and his offense. Kyle Wellens out to the right now. Turn around, hand it off to Cesar. Cesar is going to basically walk across the goal line for your first score of the game. Brought to you by Western Engineering Consultants. Engineering and consulting services for all of your projects. Strong commitment to clients' needs. Set them apart. Each project started the right way with Western Engineering Consultants. 2 plays, less than a minute burned off the clock, and Brush takes a 6-0 lead over Fort Lupton. We are well on our way to that running clock we all hope for.
47 seconds to be exact on that play. Extra points
Kick
good.
is up and good indeed. 7-0 is your score. All happened so fast, I'm still trying to write down my stats.
Well, we had a 58-yard pass from Hondo to Cesar. Cesar had a 5-yard touchdown run, 7-0.
Coach Wentz got to be happy with that start. Doesn't get much better.
And on that score, on that big pass play, they came out in a double tight set and full house backfield. And what they did is they just took their 2 tight ends, ran them down the seam, faked to their tight end or faked to their fullback, and the corners took those outside guys and left him wide open inside the numbers, and that's where the big pass play came from.
Oh, and Fort Lupton's defense was sucked up big time. I mean, they were expecting a run down their throat, and Cesar just ran by everybody. He caught it at about the 30-yard line, and the defender was not that far behind him, and Cesar dragged him for about 20 yards. That's somebody else who you better bring your jockstrap to tackle. It's number 28. Need place for Brush. If you're going to hit him high, be prepared to get your stuff raw. Kickoff here by Brush. Only gets to the second level of Fort Lupton's return team. They take it to about their own 30. And the Blue Devils will set up here for their second offensive possession. 9:40 to go. First quarter. Brush leads 7-0. .29-yard line to be exact. They'll go one split out either side. Might have been another false start there. Alvarado. Oh, Cesar got in the backfield. Tried to strip that ball. He might have, but I think Fort Lupton covers it up. Alvarado on the quarterback draw gets about a yard. Second and 9 for the Blue Devils now. New running back in the backfield. Another pretty hefty boy. 2 out right. Pistol set. Rodriguez comes in motion right to left. Handed off to that running back, and he's stacked up there. So Cesar's in on that tackle as well. We'll see who gets up here. 39.
Antonio Gonzalez from Fort Lupton. He picks up about 3 yards. Should bring up 3rd down and 6.
3rd down. They go 4 wide here. Shotgun set. 2 to either side. They're on the far hash. Alvarado's looking right, or looking left, comes back right, way overthrows his man. Rodriguez, intended target. There is a flag at about the 26-yard line. Gotta think it might be holding. It is. I think Brush is just going to decline this, and Fort Lupton should punt it back to Brush.
Watching their punt coverage team for Fort Lupton, I think Brush has got a good chance here to return this one. I'm looking, and I would say, obviously, Caden saw something on the far side of the field by running to the wide side, then cutting it back up down that sideline. So he might try that again. Just depends on how they come down and cover on him.
I'd like to see maybe a blocked punt here.
Yep.
That punt man doesn't really stand too far back. He's fairly close.
I think they are going punt block now. Well, they're going to go.
No, they're going to go for it on 4th down here.
Or could be trying to call him off, see if they can get him off sides. Nope.
A quick snap here. Looks left, goes back to the right. It's caught, but it comes up short. Number 42 was Alvarado's intended man. He gets it to him. That's Joshua Helvig. He ran a little 5-yard out route, and if he could have turned it upfield, he had it. I think he bobbled the catch just a little bit, and that gave Cardenas was one of the men to get to him. They give him enough time to catch up, make the tackle about half a yard shy of the 1st down marker, and Fort Lupton turns it over on downs to Brush with really good starting field position inside Fort Lupton's 40-yard line. Hondo under center, Welland in motion left to right. They're going to pitch it to him here. Welland's got room to run, cuts it inside. Ooh, kind of tripped over his own man. Griffith was out blocking. There's a flag. Oh. Oh.
If the gain stands, he picks up about 3 yards.
Penalty flag on the play.
Refs are still discussing. It is going against Brush. Probably holding. Oh, no, this is a big penalty.
It's a big penalty.
That's a 15-yarder.
I think it might have been a high-low.
Oh, chop block maybe?
Yep. That's a big penalty right there, 1st and 25. Usually on that far side of the field, when you got that big type of penalty, it's something like that. One guy's engaging high, the other guy's taking him low, and you can't do that.
No. So 1st and 23. One man is split out to the right. They're on the far hash, still going north to south. Hondo fakes the pass, turns around, hands it off to Griffith. Griffith's got room to run, lost the ball. Who came up with it?
Wow.
Griffith broke a big one and then got it kind of poked out from behind.
Picked up about 20 yards on that play, but turned the ball right over to Fort Lupton.
Barely had enough for the 1st down, but you're right, Fort Lupton does recover.
Ball will be placed at the 30-yard line.
Ball's right at the 30-yard line. Fort Lupton takes back over with 7:49 to go in the first. Brush holds a 7-0 lead. Shotgun snap here. Handoff to Hernandez, I believe. Takes a gang of B-diggers to tackle him.
Ball carrier number 5, Sergio Hernandez.
Hernandez doesn't gain but maybe a couple feet. I'm going to mark it as a gain of nothing. Clock running 7.5 to go in the first. Rodriguez in motion. They run a little option here. Alvarado keeps it himself, doesn't pitch it. Picks up about 3 yards as he cut it up the field.
Number 12 was the ball carrier, brought down by number 16.
Ball picks up about 5. They have one of their running backs, Isaac Rodriguez, lines up in the tight end spot, but off the line of scrimmage. He lines up in the slot this time. Alvarado looking across the middle again. Ooh. Caden Schwint got a little lucky there. He hit the intended receiver a little early, but refs don't call it. 81 was the intended man, Joseph Galagos.
4th down and forward. They're going to come out and punt this time.
Punter stands at his own 25. Bad snap here. Ty Griffith knocks the ball out of the punter's hands. Cesar's going to pick it up, and that's going to be even better starting field position down near Fort Lupton's 10-yard line. Maybe the worst possible thing Fort Lupton could have ever hoped not to happen there. The ball's going to be placed at about the 12, maybe 13. And if you thought Brush had good starting field position on their first 2 series, wait till you see this. 6:28 to go. Caden Schwint goes out to the left. Wouldn't mind seeing Moriarty. Oh, they're looking for him here. Hondo rolls right. He's got Moriarty in the back of the end zone. He's got him. I'd like to say I called it, even if I didn't get it all the way out before the play was snapped. Hondo to Moriarty. A 12-yard pitch and catch touchdown. One play on their 3rd offensive drive, and Brush goes up 13-0.
And once again, Fort Lupton coming out scared of the run, trying to stop the run. Everybody sucks up. Moriarty does a great job of just delaying a little bit, touching that defensive end, and then being able to get into his pass route and score a touchdown.
Point after attempt was unsuccessful.
Point after is no good. So Brush will stick with a 13-0 lead. 6:23 to go in the 4th. Or, sorry, in the 1st. I couldn't even tell you why I said 4th. There's not even a 4 on the scoreboard right now.
13-0.
High Plains Bank, your friendly local community bank, serving Wiggins and all surrounding areas. Find out more at highplainsbank.com. Brush still kicking north to south as we're not even halfway through the first quarter. Might be one of those first halves where Fort Lupton's passing attack really slows this game down.
Yes.
Eric Bruce's kick. Number 1, Danny Rodriguez. Number 2, Isaac Rodriguez.
1 and 2 back for Fort Lupton here. One of them catches it at the 15. That's number 2, Danny, I believe. He cuts up the field, gets popped. Doesn't go down, but got stopped in his tracks. This is past the 30-yard line.
Down by number 5, Caden Schwint.
Caden Schwint in on the tackle there. 6:15 to go, and the first. Fort Lupton takes back over. This time on the near hash at about the 32-yard line.
Devils ball on the 32.
We'll go one man split out, right and left. We go in motion here. Alvarado fakes the sweep around the side, gives it off up the middle. Stopped dead in his tracks.
Number 8 was brought down by number 35.
Boy, you know, Fort Lupton's got they got great speed to the line of scrimmage. He gets up there, but for some odd reason, once he gets hit by Brush, it throws him back about 2 yards, 3 yards in the back, and so they lose yards on it. Brush just comes up very hard. Their linebackers are hitting really hard and just knocking them backwards. So, excellent job on the part of the defense.
They're going to go 2 running back set here, one to either side of Alvarado. Shotgun snap. Hand it off up the middle to Hernandez. He just puts his head down trying to get to the 40-yard line. He stops short.
Number 5, Sergio Hernandez, the ball carrier.
Picks up about 6 Probably 6 yards.
Gain of 5 on the play, brings up 3rd down.
Not a bad run. They go same formation again. This time Hernandez is in a power back set behind his tight end off the left side. Running back to the right of Alvarado. They're going to run that option again. Alvarado gets tripped up in the backfield as Stegner, I believe, got in there and tripped him up. Hondo looked like he was in on the tackle as well. Alvarado doesn't pick up anything on that run.
No gain on the play, brings up 4th down, 4 to go.
4:40 to go in the first. Fourth down, Fort Lupton's going to go for it again. 2 running backs again. This time one's behind Alvarado, one's to the right of him. Shotgun snap. Give it off up the middle again. Moriarty's in there, dragging him back. Dragging him back by his hand that had the ball.
Isaac Rodriguez, the ball carrier.
Rodriguez was the ball carrier.
59.
They might have to bring the chains out. Nope, they're going to go ahead and give him a first down. About a 4-yard gain for, I believe it was Rodriguez.
From our view up here, it looks like he was about a yard or 2 short.
That's a pretty favorable spot, I would say.
Ball will be placed on the 42.
So Rodriguez gets his first carry. It's a 4-yard and a first down. First down picked up here. Oh, my gosh. Moriarty just lit up Fort Lupton's running back. They ran. That was I know your head was down, Ron, but you missed it. So they ran an option this time to their left, right towards Brush's sideline. And Alvarado was way too slow with that pitch, and Moriarty was coming downhill fast. He read it from the get-go. The ball didn't even get there, and Moriarty was like on him. And I don't even know if that running back, I think it was 39, he barely got the ball in his hands and it was out. And that's a fumble. Brush recovers. I don't even know who recovered it. I was too busy making sure that Fort Lupton kid was going to be able to get up. Moriarty causes the turnover. Brush takes over in plus territory again. Hands it off to Griffith. Griffith's got the sideline down the right side. One man to beat. Stiff arms him. Horse collar. Doesn't matter. Griffith drags the man across the pylon. Ty Griffith, a little bit of redemption after that fumble 2 series ago. And he gets himself, I don't even remember where they started. Were they inside the 40-yard line?
37-yard touchdown. 37 yards in the touchdown for number 35, Ty Griffith.
Ty Griffith turned on the Jets. Of course, that's easy to do when your offensive line's opening up holes that big.
The offensive line is just opening huge holes, and our backs are so quick getting there that once they're into that second level, it's going to be awful hard to stop them.
So Brush is going to go for 2 here after that missed extra point on their last touchdown. Hondo turns around. He's going to look to pass here. He's got Moriarty again. Moriarty! Did he make the catch? I think he caught it one-handed. If you're a really big football fan, that looked like that Dallas Clark touchdown he caught from Peyton Manning, where he just palmed it in his right hand and he never let it go.
Just a nice little fade to the outside, far side of the field. Moriarty is definitely a lot taller than that defensive back, and he's a lot more physical and more athletic than him.
And he had a couple yards on him. Hondo threw it a little high, but didn't matter. Moriarty just stuck a giant white paw up there and brings it down. 2-point conversion is good. Ty Griffith scampers in. Moriarty puts the 2-point conversion through, and Brush leads 21-0. Morgan Community College, MCC, they are here to make your dreams become a reality for both traditional and non-traditional students. Check them out today at morgancc.edu. 3:30 to go in the first quarter. Brush holds a 3-score lead. Broncos still trail 10-0. We're under a minute to go in the first half. This game can't get over quick enough. It looks like Von Miller tweaked his ankle on this last play. That's not good. I like the game we're calling a lot better than the one we're watching. Abelrich's kick travels down, bounces to 15. Rodriguez picks it up, goes to the middle. Caden Schwint is there on the outside. Caden Schwint holds on.
Brought down by number
as Cole
5,
Curtis comes and cleans him up
77, Cole Curtis.
inside the 20-yard line. Good kick coverage there by the senior Caden Schwint.
Ball will be placed on the 18-yard line. First down for Fort Lupton.
That's got to be Cole Curtis's mom. All aboard the Cole train. That's funny. That's funny. So Fort Lupton will try over again. They go one wide out to the right, one to the left. Shotgun set here. Rodriguez comes in motion right to left. He turns upfield. Alvarado's looking that way. Threw it over Welland's head, and Rodriguez, the man in motion, makes the catch. It might be enough for a first down. It is. It's past the 30-yard line.
Brought down by number 9, Jonathan Becker.
I think that was about
an 8-yard pass.
Oh, they do. They mark it short.
I thought he was close or right at the first down marker with that.
Shotgun set again. This time they fake the handoff up the middle, flip it out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez has got the sideline. He's got the first down. Picks up about 7-8 yards and a first down. So Fort Lupton going a little bit quicker pace here. 2:50 to go in the first. They set up on first down on the far hash. You got 3 men split out right. Alvarado setting up the screen here, but Brush has got this covered up.
Yep.
Maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. Those 3 men out there that needed a block to set up for that screen didn't get anybody. And then the corners and the linebackers came downhill quick.
Brush had that read very well. The offensive line recognized that defensive line recognized the offensive line was letting them go real quick. That's a good sign for a screen. They made the call, and the linebackers are right there to tackle.
We'll flip that formation. We'll go 3 out to the left this time. Shotgun set. Tight ends on the left, too. Turn around, hand it off to Hernandez. He bowls his way through maybe 4 or 5 yards. We'll see where the spot is.
Brought down by number 35, Ty Griffith.
Griffith in on the tackle here. Give him 5 yards. He gets going downhill really fast, but he's kind of it's not that hard to bring to the ground. I mean, he kind of halfway goes to the ground by himself.
Yeah, he does.
2 out left, 2 out right. Shotgun set again for Alvarado. He's got his running back to the right. Ooh, tried to hard count. Brush didn't bite. Good job on them. He's looking left. Throws it across the field on a slant route to number 1, Danny Rodriguez.
81.
Danny Rodriguez.
Yep.
Brought down by number 5, Caden Schwint.
So Caden Schwint was giving Rodriguez a lot of room there.
Austin Sisk.
They pick up the first down.
17 yards. 17-yard pass right there. And right now, Fort Lupton's trying to keep it interesting.
Yep, they cross into plus territory for the first time tonight. Hernandez comes in motion in the backfield. They hand it off up the middle. That play's going nowhere.
Number 39, the ball carrier. Brought down by 28. Cesar Hinojos.
Hinojos brings down 39 Gonzalez for no gain. As we're under 30 seconds to go here, maybe 2 plays, maybe if Fort Lupton hurries here. Probably just 1. Split out to the left, 1 to the right again. Hernandez comes in motion, left to right. Ooh, ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground. It's like Hernandez didn't even know he's going to get that handoff as Alvarado tried giving it to him, and I think Brush picks it up. They do. Just when Fort Lupton gets a little bit of consistency and momentum going. Hernandez came in motion from left to right, and Alvarado tried giving him the handoff right at the snap, and Hernandez, he didn't even put his arms up. He was too busy coming across. And Brush will take over in plus territory again at Fort Lupton's 46, 47-yard line with 16 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Caden Castrop on that recovery there for the defense.
Griffith goes in motion, handed off up the middle to Cesar. He's got the first down. Now he's got the sideline. He cuts it to the left. Nobody's going to catch him, Cesar.
47 yards.
No flags on the play. Cesar takes it 46 yards in 10 seconds flat. Clock says 6.5, and it was 16.5 last I looked. So Cesar, 2 carries on the night, 2 touchdowns, averaging about 24, 25 yards a pop.
Yes, Rush's series are very short, long yards, touchdowns.
Gable Risch kick is up and good. Rush takes the 28-0 lead. They've scored 4 times in this first quarter. Maybe Coach Swint can go help the Broncos offense out as they're still scoreless. As I see Keenum jogging in, so it must be halftime there. 10-0 is your halftime score on the Thursday night game. Teddy Bridgewater isn't limping, so that's nice to see. Still upright. Premier Farm Credit. They understand production ag and have been serving our rural community for over 100 years with locations in Sterling, Morgan, Yuma, and Holyoke. Just a little bit of a breeze blowing. It's actually blowing south to north a little bit. A little different.
Well, it just took Brush, it's taken Brush a little bit of time here to they're still really not on track yet. They're hitting big plays, which doesn't really matter. I mean, big plays scores touchdowns. That's the same as controlling the line of scrimmage, but I know they like to get more of some consistency on the offense.
Rodriguez, the return man again. He breaks a tackle there as he runs clear across the field. He caught it on the left side, runs to the right, and he burns enough time off to bring an end to this first quarter. Score 28-0. Brush leads. We'll take a quick timeout. Come back with the second quarter right here on 1010 KSIR, KSIR.com, and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Welcome back into Beat Digger Football on 1010 KSIR. Rush scores 4 times in 5 series in that first quarter. They hold a 28-0 lead as the field sweeps. Alvarado goes deep down the sideline here. Pass falls incomplete. 81, Joseph Galagos, the intended man, had a step there on Caden Schwinn, I believe.
The ball kind of fluttered in the air there. It wasn't a nice
bit.
tight spiral, and that kind of slowed things down for him. Now we've got a flag back at the 24-yard line of Fort Lupton.
He threw a fade route to the outside shoulder when he didn't have to. He could have thrown it to the inside, let his man run underneath it, and he might still be running. But you're right. Flag on the play, probably holding on Fort Lupton. It backs him up. 1st and 20 now. From just past the 10-yard line, they turn around, hand it off to Helvig. He gets across the 15. Gets a little bit of that penalty back, not much. About a yard. I'm sorry, 39 is Gonzalez. They go 3 wide to the right this time. Shotgun set. Running backs to the right. Alvarado's looking here. Wellen's right there. Picks it off. Rodriguez isn't going to catch him. Then Kyle Wellen takes it across there. A flag flies after Wellen crossed the goal line. We'll see what happens here. Alvarado floated that. It was a nice setup, but Wellen just read it perfectly. He was waiting right in the throwing lane.
Penalty on the defense. So that will negate that touchdown for Kyle Wellen.
Waiting to see what he calls here.
The penalty was against the Beat Diggers.
And once again, going back to that play, it was almost as like he was just throwing that ball to Kyle Well and not to his receiver. I mean, Kyle was right there, right where the ball was going to.
So I guess it must have been defensive holding or something.
The ball remains Speed Digger's possession.
Well, that doesn't make any sense at all.
First down and 15.
So the interception stays, but the touchdown does not.
Okay.
Speed Diggers take over at Fort Lupton's 30-yard line. I'd like a little explanation on that. I don't know quite how that works. They sweep it to Wellen on the right side here. He gets wrapped up there. As I think it was Griffith couldn't quite get the block on that right side. 11 minutes to go in this second quarter. Brush the lead 28-0.
Brush starts this series at their own Fort Lupton's 21-yard line. So not once again short yards to go in to score.
Wellens loses about 4 yards there. Turn around, hand it off. Fort Lupton's in the backfield again. Griffith breaks the tackle. He's running around the left side, dragging people all the way to the sideline.
Number 35, Ty Griffith, your ball carrier. Brought down by number 2, Isaac Rodriguez.
So Griffith gains about 4 yards back. It's going to be about 3rd and 10 now from the 21-yard line of Fort Lupton. 10:30 to go, second quarter. Caden Schwint goes out to the right. Wellen behind, Moriarty on the left. Becker's in the game, I believe. Turn around, pitch it to him. Becker's got the corner, turns it upfield, gets across the 10-yard line.
Number 9, John Becker, your ball carrier. Pushed out by number 81, Joseph Gallegos.
Not enough for the first down, though.
Pickup of about.
Do we have another flag?
Yes.
Flag's laying right where the line of scrimmage was, so probably going to be a holding again.
So that would have taken away. That was about a 9-yard pickup for him, so it would have brought up a 4th down and short. Now it's going to bring up a repeat 3rd down and chop block.
Chop block is the call, so it's going to jump back to like a 3rd and 20.
Yep. More like 3rd and.
The ball will be placed on the 36-yard line.
Ball on a 36, they need to get to the.
So about 3rd and 26.
Yeah.
26 to go.
So Cardenas is the man split out left. Another man split out right. Shotgun snap. Hondo's looking left. He goes back to the right. Goes up the seam to Cesar. Cesar's wide open. He catches it inside the 5 and takes it across.
35-yard touchdown. Pitch and catch for Brush.
No penalty flags on the play.
So just like that, making up for the penalties and the mistakes, slam it right down the seam of the defense there for a touchdown to Cesar. That was kind of like the other touchdown pass he had going to the south end zone.
He looks really fast when he's running down the seam like that. Gable Rich's kick is up and it looks good. It is 35-0 is your score. Now 10:20 to go in this second quarter.
Number 1, Eric Rich. That brings your score for the Beat Diggers 35-0.
Just one touchdown away now from our friend, the running clock.
And, you know, weird enough about the whole thing, Brush really has not gotten in a rhythm yet tonight.
They haven't really tried to run the ball that much.
They haven't, and it's been big plays that have put scores on the board, and that's okay. I mean, and in the passing game, too, which is really nice to see them open up the passing game against a team like this and kind of see what they got. And with, you know, their talented receivers, the speed that they have, it makes it very difficult for them to be covered by this Fort Lupton defense.
This is the first game where you've seen Cesar take off down the seam and become a receiver. That's just some other thing that a team come playoff time is going to look at on film and say, okay, guys, you're going to have to – they might fake it to him, and you might be looking to who's got the ball, but you need to keep an eye on 28 because he's going to go streaking down the seam. He's got catches of 58 and 35 yards tonight. One of them's a touchdown. Gable Rich kicks off this time. south to north, carries down to the 5-yard line. Rodriguez takes it, goes left, cuts back up the middle. He's met down there by Scotty, or no, I'm sorry. That's Fort Lupton side. 21, Wiley Eicher.
Wiley Eicher and number 9, Jonathan Becker.
Becker also in on the tackle. Fort Lupton takes over with 10-11 to go in the second quarter. B&B Appliance and Repair, from refrigerators to vacuums and everything in between. They have exactly what you need and service it too. Fort Lupton takes over about their own 20-yard line. Shotgun set here. Alvarado gives it off to his running back. He's dropped in the backfield. That's Gonzalez, I believe. Nope, Hernandez. Either way, it's only a gain of about 1.
You hear the fans out there. Get aboard the coal train.
2 wide left, 2 wide right. Hernandez to the right of his quarterback. Alvarado looking right. Ooh. Wellen thought he had another one there, but he misread it. Instead, the pass is completed to Rodriguez.
Tackled by number 12, Alejandro Maltos Garcia.
Hondo in on the tackle, but it's going to be a pitch and catch for a first down.
14 yards on the pickup.
Alvarado, 10 passing attempts already. Shotgun set, he's looking right again. That ball's thrown in the dirt. That falls incomplete.
Well, that time Coach Rosenbrock had an all-out blitz called on. He had both his linebackers blitz into the near side of the field and put that pressure on the quarterback, forcing him to throw that ball a lot sooner than I know what he wanted to.
Helvig was the intended man, had to go to the ground, but still can't pick it up. Second down and 10 now. 2 receivers, one to the right, one to the left. Rodriguez in motion again. They go option here. Griffith came downhill quick. Rodriguez sidestepped him.
He might have got back to the line of scrimmage. Not quite sure on that play.
Brought down by 52, Jace Krieger.
A whole host of beat diggers in on the tackle. I like the offensive play. I really like the option offense, but you got to have it blocked well, and Fort Lupton just cannot get any clean blocks. You're right. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and 10 now. Clock running, 8:10 to go in this second quarter.
Antonio Gonzalez checks back into the lineup.
He picks up the block. They're going deep down the side here. Rodriguez tries going over the head of Schwint. Schwint had really good coverage there. That pass falls incomplete. So now it'll be 4th and 10. And Alvarado's walking off the field. Nope, they're going to send it back. They're going to go for it again.
They're going to go for it.
Ball's on the 35-yard line of Fort Lupton. They go 2 left, 2 right. They got a big dude in the slot on that left side. Oh, and he false starts. Dang it, that's Hernandez. Hernandez was going.
I would think they'd want to punt that ball.
I would really think so.
Going to call a timeout.
Fort Lupton calls our first timeout of the game, brought to you by Greg Mullen at State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, Mullen and his team are there to make the insurance world easy for you. Call them today, 842-4555. Yeah, Alvarado tried getting some of that yardage back. He tried to fake the quick snap, clapped his hands, and Hernandez just took off. It happens. I've been there.
We've got taking a look down at the sidelines here. We got Caden Moriarty on the bench here. They're kind of looking at him. I don't know what's going on. If they're just retaping something, maybe. It looks like they're just retaping maybe below his knee there. So hopefully he'll be back in again.
If he wants to catch one more for a touchdown, I wouldn't I wouldn't mind, but the way this game's going.
I mean, I'm sorry, Cale Stegner, not Moriarty.
Oh.
Moriarty's still out there. Stegner.
Oh, okay.
That was Stegner.
Your other tight end, good blocking
Yes.
tight end. Really good blocking tight end. Out of the timeout, Fort Lupton trots back on. Where's their quarterback at? Oh, they're going to punt it. So Schwint's got to jog back. He wasn't sure either. Good punt here. Good high punt. Schwint gets out of the way. I think it hit Rodriguez. They throw a flag. Well, I didn't know anything was illegal about getting hit with the punt. I said it was a good punt, but it didn't go near as far as I thought it was going to.
It's true.
So ball's placed at the 41-yard line of Brush. Oh, he didn't throw a flag. He threw his little beanbag to let him know where to mark the ball. That's what it was. So Hondo will take over here, 41-yard line under center. One man split out to the right. Fort Lupton brings a blitz. They hand it off up the middle to Wellen. Wellen breaks through to the second level. Nobody's going to catch him except maybe Moriarty. And Wellen crosses the end zone there. And we are to our running clock.
59-yard touchdown scamper for Kyle Wellen. Woo! What a great job. Nice quick hitter. Nobody catches him once he gets to the second level.
Fake the pitch to that outside, and you're right, Wellen was gone. Another score brought to you by Bank of Colorado. They're the only bank dedicated to helping you make the most of living here. They're not just a bank in Colorado, they're Bank of Colorado. Proud supporter of local sports and academics. 7:05 to go, second quarter, as Gable Rich's kick is up and good. Rush gets up above 40, and like I said, our old friend the running clock makes another appearance.
And that scoring drive was all of one play, 59 yards, and a touchdown. And now we're into the running clock, like you said, so that ought to speed things up a whole lot quicker for this game. You know, at times, Fort Lupton had some pretty decent drives, but, you know, once again, I just think it really comes down to, you know, talent and athleticism, and I just think we're a lot better team when it comes to that, and they just struggled at times, so let's see what happens.
They have some nice plays. Their quarterback runs a fairly, I don't know how I want to word it, but, I mean, his fakes are good. He doesn't throw a bad ball at all. He's just a junior. We'll see him again next year.
Yep.
Fort Lupton's just one of those programs that does struggle.
Well, you know, with the running clock, once again, our younger guys will get a chance to get in here as the second half rolls around.
Gable Rich's kick just barely gets out of bounds. Doesn't look like Fort Lupton's going to make him re-kick it. They're just going to take the penalty. Ball rolled out at about the 15-yard line. It was a pretty nice kick there by Gable Rich. He kind of pooched it up above everybody. Just barely made it out of bounds. The return man, a little bit of a gutsy play there as Schwint was coming down the sideline.
Yes.
he was close. Ball gets spotted at the 35 after the penalty. And just in the time he scored, that running clock's burned 2 minutes off, so that's nice. One wide right, one wide left. Shotgun set again. Alvarado drops straight back. Hits his crossing man again. That's 81.
Pass was caught by number 81, Joseph Gallegos.
About a 19-yard pickup.
Brought down by number 3,
19-yard pickup. This is 1010 KSIR, KSR.com, the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Like I said, 81, Joseph Gallegos.
Just like that, Fort Lupton's into plus territory.
Another quick hitter up the middle.
By number 1, Danny Rodriguez.
Pickup of about 4.
Number 8, Hayden Moriarty. For a gain of 3.
Gain of 3 yards on that pass completion as Alvarado took a shot in the backfield. He'll go shotgun set again. There's 3 wideouts to the right this time, plus a tight end. They fake the run to the left. Alvarado comes to the right. He's met by a host of beat diggers. Picks up maybe 1. See where they spot this at. Spotted it, Brush's 42-yard line. Does pick up about 2. It's Alvarado's 5th carry of the night. 6-1, 5, 0, and 2 yards on those rushes. 2 out to the left, 2 to the right this time. Running back set up to the left of Alvarado. He's looking left, comes back across the middle. That ball's picked off by Moriarty. Moriarty's got the sideline. He's got the quarterback to beat. Got Krieger in front of him. He cuts it back to the center of the field. Alvarado gives chase. Moriarty says, "You're not going to catch me." And Moriarty takes it home.
That's a 62-yard pick 6 for Caden Moriarty.
And I believe that means that Coach Rosenbrock has to put on the banana suit again at practice this week.
Yep. 2 minutes and 38 seconds to go in the second quarter.
The intended receiver fell down. Moriarty didn't, I don't ever think, touch him. I think he just slipped.
Yep.
And Moriarty took advantage of it. Great hustle play there by Jace Krieger, too, by the way. Running down the sideline, getting just in the way of Alvarado, allowing Moriarty to cut it back to the center.
Fort Lupton 0.
As Brush puts another score on the board, 49-0. 2 minutes to go now in this first half. So we saw 61 on homecoming night. We're going to see more.
There is a huge possibility that is going to happen.
Brush does have just the 1 turnover there early on in that first quarter. Other than that, they've scored on every possession and then some.
Yep.
As they get another defensive touchdown.
Number 3, Anthony.
As I take a look over, it looks like Denver just scored.
Yep. 7:48 to go in the third quarter. Melvin Gordon in for a touchdown.
That's good. He's on my fantasy team, too. Rodriguez takes the kick here. He cuts it up the field, breaks a couple tackles, gets hit hard past the 30, just shy of the 35-yard line. Good tackle there by number 44, Joel Esparza, for your Brush Beat Diggers. 45 seconds to go. Clock still running. As we have a stoppage. As the clock finally gets stopped. I don't know why we're stopping the clock.
I think to get the ball set correctly where it needs to be. Unless Fort Lupton called a timeout.
Another timeout brought to you by Greg Mullen at State Farm Insurance. 842-4555 is that phone number. Greg and his team are there to make the insurance world easy for you. Call them today. Coach Rosenbrock still coaching up his team aplenty.
They take a lot of pride in that defense. They don't want anybody to score on them,
No.
so I know they're going to keep in there as long as they can. They work on that all week long and all year long, not allowing people to score on them.
Shutouts are nice.
Yes.
Shutouts are something to hang your hat on because it's not easy to do, even against the less talented teams like Valley and Fort Lupton and Platte Valley. So out of the timeout, they go 4 wide again, 2 to either side. Running backs to the left of Alvarado. Clock resets to 49 seconds. Shotgun set here. Alvarado's looking left. He goes down the sideline. A little bit of a push-off there. Nobody throws a flag, though, as a pass is caught by number 3, Anthony Mendenhall.
That's a 25-yard pickup.
Nice pitch and catch
The result of the play is a first down.
for Fort Lupton.
39-yard line.
They stopped the clock again. No, Fort Lupton called another timeout. That should be 3. 35 seconds to go in the first half, as Fort Lupton has managed to slow down a running clock. Fort Lupton returns back. They go right to the line. No huddle needed. Brush returns back. Oh, false start here on Fort Lupton out of time. That was a right tackle. He just, I don't think he false started. He just moved, like to get reset. And ends up with a false start penalty. They go 4 wide again. Shotgun set here. He's looking left, goes back to the right, throws a crossing route again. Schwintz there to tackle, but I think the catch is made by Rodriguez. It is. About a 10-yard pitch and catch there on the slant route. It's Danny Rodriguez's second catch of the night. As they throw another one down the left sideline here. 10 seconds to go. Fort Lupton trying to hurry, get another playoff here. They do. 5 seconds to go. Alvarado's looking in the end zone. That pass, ooh, nearly picked by Jace Krieger, but he knocks it down and he stops that little really interesting drive by Fort Lupton they put together. He stops it dead in his tracks, and Brush finally gets a trot to their locker room for halftime as Brush holds a 49-0 lead at the half. We'll take a quick timeout, come back with your halftime show right here on 1010 KSAR, KSAR.com, and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Welcome back into the second half of Beat Digger football from Beat Digger Stadium, Larry Mills Field. Your Beat Diggers hold that 49-0 lead after the first half, and they get the ball back. So this is the first time Fort Lupton's had to kick off. That kickoff travels to about the 15-yard line. Wellen picks it up, gets to the sideline, cuts it up the field, stiff arms the man. Now he's down the sideline. One man to beat. Cesar's got him. And Kyle Wellen, no flags on the play. And Kyle Wellen takes the opening, the second half kickoff back 85 yards to the house. Gee whiz.
Just like they left off in the first half. Once again, big scoring plays to start the game.
He made one cut, broke a little arm tackle, stiff-armed a guy nearly into the ground, and then was just absolutely gone. Kyle Wellen turned on the Jets. And less than a minute with a running clock. Brushes out to kick another extra point. Snap down, kick is up. It looks good. It is 56-0. I asked you, Ron, if we were going to get above 61. I think it's looking pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say right now, based on what just happened there.
Man alive. Coach Swint doesn't even have his headset on.
No.
He's got his hands in his pocket.
They have retired the headsets for the night. The coach is up here in the booth, if I'm correct. I look down there. I think they're down on the field right now. They might still be up here for maybe one series.
Yeah, Rosenbrock still got his on.
Nope, they're gone.
Oh, they're
they're gone. So, and they'll be down there to help out with those younger guys.
Yep.
Rotating those guys in. So yeah, I mean, with a score of 56-0, clock's running 10:18 to go.
Curious on the Thursday night game.
Yep.
Cleveland scored again, 17-7, and Vaughn Miller is out for the rest of the game with an ankle injury. Gable Risch kicks it off. He kicks this one on the ground, gets to the second level, gets into the third. That's about the 20-yard line. Rodriguez picks it up. Return man runs out of bounds.
Tanner Ludgate right there on the coverage broke down, but he let the receiver get the kick return to get to the outside of him. Didn't quite know what he was doing.
It's like he thought he had outside help.
Yeah, outside help.
He got down there in a hurry and was there.
And so,
but yeah, you're right. He just broke down and he's kind of like, I got help to the outside. This guy's going to come back to me, and he never did. Return man got up to the 40-yard line, dipped out of bounds. So not bad starting field position for the Blue Devils here. They go 3 to the left. Alvarado's looking that way, throws it up. Ball's nearly picked off there. That was good. Good coverage, but that was an even better job by the intended receiver. I think that's number 3.
Yep.
He knocked it out of the hands. Became the defender, knocked it out of the hands, prevents the interception.
Boy, so disappointing for Austin Sisk on that play. The senior on the football team playing cornerback there had a chance to pick the ball and possibly maybe return it for a touchdown.
Yeah, he had a lot of beat diggers around him. He had a lot of blocks. They go a tight end to the right this time. 2 other wide outs there as the handoff gets kind of caught up between Alvarado and Hernandez. Hernandez doesn't even have the ball. Oh, what? Hernandez didn't have the ball there.
Nope.
Either way, the run doesn't go anywhere. That's because Gonzalez was the ball carrier. Never even saw him.
And the defense just keeping the pressure on, keeping the intensity up. They don't want him to score.
You called it. They said they'd leave their starters out there for at least a series or 2. So Alvarado runs the option again, but
flags flying all over the field.
Fly as Alvarado hits the ground as a beat digger was in the backfield. Face mask. Cole Curtis on the tackle there, but it's going to be a 15-yard.
Got a lot of chon going on over there with Cade Moriarty and the running back from Fort Lupton. Don't know exactly what's there. Sergio Hernandez, him just kind of chewing each other back and forth there. So with the penalty.
Ball will be placed on the 47.
So that 15-yard penalty gives Fort Lupton a fresh set of downs in brush territory. Hand it off to Hernandez here. Hernandez sidesteps a block. Nearly took out his own quarterback.
Yeah.
He gets around the left side. He went left and come back right.
He ran 10 yards to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
He did. He really did. Who made the tackle on that? It was a nice tackle, went for legs. Hernandez does a little flip. Loses the ball, but hit the ground first. Already nearly halfway through this third quarter. Man in motion again, right to left. Low snap. Alvarado's in trouble. Ooh. Gets rocked in the backfield by Cesar. Alvarado didn't even have a chance to get up.
6-yard loss.
Puts him back on the other side of the 50. As we got a man from Fort Lupton laying on the ground. With 6:05 to go.
Yeah, that'll be one of the things that will stop the clock, I believe.
Mm-hmm. So there is an injury timeout. Timeout brought to you by Greg Mullen at State Farm Insurance. Like good neighbor, Mullen's team are there to make the insurance world easy for you. Call them today, 842-4555. We talked about this regular season coming to an end. We look ahead to the postseason. I mean, John Beltran doesn't shy away from saying that this is a state title contending team. And that's in a league with Eaton and Res Christian, who are really, really good. They played each other 2 weeks ago. Eaton ended up coming on out on top of that game, but
10-6,
I heard it was really close. Yeah,
pretty close game.
Yep. So with teams like that, it's impressive for Beltran to put a team like Brush, who's obviously played very, very well ever since taking that loss to Severance, there hasn't been a close game.
No.
And Brush is just really – I hope Coach Schwinn is proud of his team because this has been a really, really solid season for Brush, especially coming off last year. They only win one game, but I think they only played 4. It was such a weird season. It's basically a wasted year for these kids, which really sucks.
Yeah.
But these seniors, they've come out, done a great job. It's been really fun to watch. This is my 3rd year. This is the most fun I've had calling this team, and I'm happy for Coach Schwinn. I'm happy for these seniors. I'm happy for the rest of the team. I hope they can really make a deep playoff run because it's going to be fun.
Yeah, lots of talent on that side of the ball, both offense and defense, and I've had the opportunity to coach these guys through the middle school ranks with in track, and saw a lot of these athletes. Of course, a lot of these guys end up playing baseball, but that's okay. But I just love their competitiveness. When they're on no matter what they've done all through middle school and high school, they're all competitive.
Fort Lupton players able to walk off the field on their own power. Fort Lupton returns back here. Hernandez goes, we got a new quarterback in the game.
He's gone.
Number 3, as he gets dropped in the backfield.
Cale Stegner.
Stegner gets a sack in the backfield. Anthony Blond Mendenhall, number 3, had a nice reception earlier in the game. He's in a quarterback, and he rolled left and then was running for his life.
Yeah.
Gets dropped in the backfield, and it's 3rd and forever.
Yeah, right there from the get-go. Stegner got off the ball quick enough, and he just ran him down.
It's 4th and 30 for Fort Lupton here. As they punt it away, another high punt here. Gets to the sideline, takes a good Fort Lupton bounce. About a 30-yard punt. It went out right at about their first down marker.
Yeah. And Stegler, when he lined up a little bit wider than normal that he did, so he had forced that offensive tackle to kind of come outside, and then all he did is he just beat him to the corner and ran that quarterback down. The quarterback turned his back, and Stegner was right there.
Yeah, no time for any routes to develop at all. Mendenhall was just running for his life there. Mendenhall, tall kid, looks like a really, really good athlete. I'd like to see what he could do at quarterback.
Yep.
4:20 to go. Brush still holds that 56-0 lead. Hondo goes under center here. Turn around, hand off to Jace Krieger, your starting left tackle. In at running back now. He picks up maybe 1.
And the replacement left tackle, Cole Curtis, number 77, was downfield probably 15 yards trying to block the safeties in anticipation that Jace Krieger was going to break that ball down the field and score a touchdown.
So Krieger picks up maybe half a yard. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 for the Beat Diggers.
They go 1 wide right. They're on the far hash. Rush going south-north. Handoff up the middle to Krieger again, I believe. It is Krieger. This time he picks up about 7. As Brush is going to call their first timeout of the game. Timeout again brought to you by Greg Mullen, State Farm Shirts.
So
Brush will go. Yeah, 3:10 to go.
And right now they're bringing all the starters out, letting the younger guys get in there and play, and that's why Coach Schwinn called the timeout so he can gather everybody's thoughts and give everybody a high five and congratulations. And it's kind of good to see those guys coming out. Let the young guys play.
And that's going to do it for his starters. Nate Tyne is going to take over at quarterback here.
Leaving the junior to be at the helm of the offense for the second half of this game.
He'll have a man split out far to his left, one to his right, 2 running backs behind him under center. Takes a snap, turn around, pitch it to Becker. Becker stiff arms his man, gets around the corner, crosses the 50, crosses the 40, got the first down by a long shot. Jonathan Becker, gosh, he's quick.
Yes.
Holy cow. Becker picks up the first down by a mile.
18 yards on that pickup and a first down.
2:40 to go. 56-0 is the score.
1st and 10 from the 33.
Hand it off this time up the middle to number 44. He breaks across. Ooh, tripped up. He was seeing the goal line.
Joel Esparza.
Yep.
Joel Esparza was the ball carrier. The result of the play is another beat digger.
Another beat digger first down. Esparza looked like Jace Krieger flying down the middle of the field. Line up again. First down from about the 15. Tyne takes a snap, handoff up the middle again.
It's going to be the freshman, Tanner Ludgate.
Yep, looks like it.
He's got a gain of about 5 yards at least.
Mm-hmm.
Gain of 5 on the play brings up 2nd down.
Hunter Proctor and Percy Odell jog in and check into the game. Under a minute and a half to go in the third. Tyne takes it, hands it off to Esparza again. Esparza breaks a tackle, gets down inside the 5-yard line.
Should give him an automatic first down.
Should be first and goal. It is indeed.
The result of the play is a 1st down.
Becker checks back into the game. You think they give it to him on a sweep again? Let him find this edge. They're on that far hash. Clock still running under a minute here.
Yeah, I'd look for it to be a quick pitch, brush offense, maybe a 59 to this side, near side.
They do give it to Becker. They don't even need to go to the outside. They give it to him right up the middle.
Inside play, a 25 dive.
And Becker, practically untouched, trots across the end zone, and Brush goes up 62-0. And that's the most points I've seen Brush score.
Yes.
I'm sure there have been games in the past, but I was not present for those. And after this extra point, that'll do it for the third quarter. As Gable Rich's kick is up and good. Clock is going to run down. That'll do it for the third quarter. We will take another quick timeout and come back with the fourth and final right here on 1010 KSR, KSR.com, and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Welcome back into Brush Beat Digger Football on 1010 KSIR, KSR.com, and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Brush closed out the third quarter with a Jonathan Becker touchdown scamper. And we start this fourth here with a kickoff. Fort Lupton will take back over just shy of the 35-yard line. Brush holds a 63-0 lead as the reserves are in the game for Brush now.
First down for the Blue Devils.
That new quarterback is in.
Scoring.
That's Mendenhall getting is it? Yeah, that's number 3. That is Anthony Mendenhall. He picks up about 11 or 12 yards there on the quarterback scamper around the left side. Picks up a first down.
That was good for a Blue Devil first down. Ball be spotted at the 45-yard line.
Under 10 minutes to go in the Bronco game here, 17-7. They go a deep pass here. That's overthrown. Gosh, dang it. They go 3 wide again here for Mendenhall. Turn around, hand it off to his running back. Even the Brush backups, they run downhill and they tackle with a purpose. Number 85, I don't have him on the roster for Brush. He was in on the tackle. It'll be second and about 8 now after that run. Some more bad news in professional sports. Start of the 7th inning, Dodgers are beating the Braves 6-2. Braves hold a 3-1 lead. If you remember last year, the Braves had a 3-1 lead in the NLCS and gave it up to the Dodgers. So don't like where that's going. Even the Dodgers fans thought they were done. You ever try getting a ticket to Dodger Stadium?
No.
It's not easy. Well, you could have got one to this game. They thought it was going to be over. Nobody wanted to be there to see the Braves accept the trophy.
Fumble.
Ball on the ground for Brush. It looks like they've got it. It's going to be Brush ball here with under 10 minutes to go in the fourth. Yeah, there was tickets as low as like $60 to get
oh my
in the Dodger Stadium.
Esparza
having himself another good, a pretty good game.
Yep.
Couple nice runs, fumble recovery. He might have even been the one to knock it out.
There's just a jumbled mess of Brush beat diggers there on that tackle, so it's kind of hard to pinpoint exactly who it was there.
.8:30 to go here. Tyne takes back over. He rolls to the left. He's got one man to beat. He got around the corner there. Picks up a decent chunky yard. Might be a little short.
Stepped out of bounds.
Yep, I think he did. He stepped out of bounds. I don't think that's a flag. No, it's not a flag. On the 50-yard line. Picks up about 7 yards.
Nate Tyne's dad's doing the announcing tonight for us in replacement of Mr. Paul Acosta. I was excited to see that.
Yeah, for sure. Tyne under center, turn around, give that handoff to, is that Percy? Oh, nope, that's number 13 for your Brush beat diggers. That is Levi Cox.
Number 13, Levi Cox was your ball carrier.
You got around the corner.
Brought down by number 80.
And they're motioning for first down. The chains are finally going to move. There we go. 7:30 to go, 63-0's your score. Stick around for your post-game show, brought to you by Stubbs Gas and Oil.
First down for your beat diggers. Ball is placed at the 39.
Not a ton of stats to go through. Basically the same at halftime.
Yeah, there's not a lot of change there.
No.
1-2 score. 1-2 score.
Up the middle goes Ludgate. Ludgate breaks a tackle. He's gone. Tanner Ludgate turned on the Jets. I don't know if anybody touched him.
No.
Tanner Ludgate gets himself a touchdown. And the Beat Diggers have scored 70. Well, not yet. I shouldn't say that. They're at 69.
Wow.
69.
I believe that's the highest, most points I've ever been around a Brush beat digger team to score in my time here in the last 20 years. Which is odd to believe I've been here for 20 years, but okay. That sounds like a long time, right?
It does.
Seems like a blink of an eye for me.
I'm only 26, Ron. So. I don't want to make you feel old or nothing.
No.
Cesar's going to kick this extra point. It's up and good.
Kick was good by number 28. Cesar.
So Brush has scored 10 touchdowns tonight.
6 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the game.
They've only missed one extra point, but they were able to get a two-point conversion there, I think, on their third score. Denver still trails by 10. There's 7:40 to go in the fourth. If Denver does lose this game, I'm not so sure that Vic Fangio is your coach. Come October, it's Halloween game, isn't it? This will be Denver's next game.
This almost rivals some of the six-man football scores, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. We would get into the 70s regularly.
Yeah.
We'd also let other teams get into the 70s regularly.
Well, even when we were at 56, I mean, that's still, you know.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Six-man football is a track meet with pads.
Yep.
It really is. It's fun to watch, though. I'd love to coach it one day. Esparza is going to kick this ball off. Nice straight kick, good end over end, bounces it to 15. Rodriguez picks it up, fumbles it a little bit there, turns it up the field. He gets brought down at about the 25-yard line, 4:40 to go.
I think at this point, if you're Fort Lupton, you wish you could just reach down and fast forward that time and just get it over with.
Just a little bit.
Say your thank yous, shake hands, and just get on the bus and go home.
Yep.
But, one thing I did notice, I like Gabe Risch has come down as the seasons went on. His accuracy and be able to make those extra points has really improved a lot, and that's going to come in handy late in the season. And
absolutely.
Then to know that we've also got Cesar who could step in there too and kick those extra points is really going to be beneficial.
I would mind next week seeing one field goal attempt.
Yeah.
Wouldn't mind seeing it at all as Fort Lupton gets a good run up the middle for close to 10. That is Hernandez.
Number 5, the ball carrier.
Once again, we got a lot of guys coming in and coming out.
Yep.
Gain of 10 yards for a first
Trying to get everybody in that's on that sidelines, get some playing time before this game's over with. That was always the challenge as the coaching staff to make sure you got everybody in there.
Yep. At some point, you got to just turn around and say, who hasn't played?
Yeah. Yep. If you haven't went in there yet, get over here.
Get in there. Hernandez takes the handoff and goes around the left side, picks up 4 to 5 yards. We'll call it 4. Yeah, they keep moving the marker. Yeah, about 4 yards. 3.5 to go in the fourth. So Brush is going to move to 4-0 in the league. Fort Lupton is going to fall to 0-4. Brush will go to 6-3. Fort Lupton will go to 1-7. Or I'm sorry, 6-2. Brush will go to 6-2.
Comes the blitz.
Ludgate gets in the backfield. They turn it around, give it to Hernandez. Hernandez breaks a tackle. He's down the sideline. He picks up the first down.
And that's the first time he's actually got going with a head of steam. Head of steam. Yep. And once he gets moving pretty good, he's hard to bring down.
Wiley Eicher tried to make tackle, wasn't scared at all, just kind of was behind him. Couldn't quite bring him down before the first down. We're down to 2.5 to go now.
Had a step on him, and it was all over with.
Yeah. We have a firefighter who joined the cheerleading squad. That's cool.
Gotta love that.
In full firefighting gear, nevertheless, helmet and everything. Mendenhall in the backfield, he's in trouble. He's got to roll to his right. He's got Green in front of him. Throws it. Is it picked? Nope. He caught it. That pass completed to number 42 for the Fort Lupton Blue Devils, Joshua Helbig. He gets a first down reception here. 2 minutes to go. Coach Rosenbrock still pacing up and down the side. He wants a shutout.
Yeah, he's the intensity that Coach Rosenbrock is. He's when you're a defensive coordinator, defensive side of the ball there, you do not want anybody to score on you.
Nope. Fort Lupton gets into plus territory. Mendenhall takes a snap, rolls right, throws to the middle of the field. Ooh. Ball is incomplete.
Pass was intended to number 42, Joshua Helbig.
Helvig was the intended man. Just looked like it kind of bounced right off his chest plate, really.
Yep.
1:15 to go in the fourth. Mendenhall joggers the play in. Once again, stick around for your post-game show coming up to you very quickly. Brought to you by Stubbs Gas and Oil. We'll look back on a outright dominant performance.
Yes.
Fort Lupton sends 3 men out to the left. Mendenhall's got his running back to his left. Fakes a handoff to him. Fakes up the middle. He's got to push off. He's in trouble in the backfield. Breaks his tackle. Avoids the sack, but he doesn't avoid that one. As Brush gets a host of players into the backfield. But the man who made the sack, I believe, I say 42, but there's not a 42 on my roster. The clock's under 30 seconds now. That back Fort Lupton up between the 45 and 50-yard line. It was the left defensive end for Brush. They got that sack. It was a nice sack. Mendenhall's pretty wily. It's hard to bring down. He drops straight back on this play. Rolls to his right here. Ooh, a good deflection by Brush, as that is going to do it. We're under 4, 3, 2, 1. Brush is going to take home the 70-0 victory. They I can't even talk. They what is the word I'm looking for? They hold on to the shutout, whatever that word is. Hold Fort Lupton at no points. We'll go ahead and take a quick timeout. I'll gather my thoughts. I'll figure out what I'm going to say and how I'm going to say it. We'll come back with your post-game show brought to you by Stubbs Gas and Oil right here on 1010 KSAR, KSR.com, and Eastern Plains Sports Network. Welcome into your Brush Beat Digger post-game show brought to you by Stubbs Gas and Oil. Fill up your cooler, gas up your car at Stubbs Gas and Oil. Easy and convenient makes them the only stop you need on your way to or from the big game. Big game indeed for the hometown Brush Beat Diggers. They score 10 total touchdowns and take home a victory over the Fort Lupton Blue Devils, 72-0. They move to 6-2 overall, 4-0 in their Patriot League. Fort Lupton's going to fall to 1-7, 0-4 in league. We'll give you Fort Lupton stats real quick. They were led rushing by their starting quarterback, Will Alvarado. He picks up about 14 yards on 5 carries. Hernandez, Gonzalez, and Rodriguez all carried the ball 3 times for less than 10 yards. Alvarado was 9 of 18 through the air with 2 interceptions. His favorite target was the 2 Rodriguez brothers, Danny and Isaac. They both have 2 receptions for 20 yards, and then Mendon Hall, backup quarterback, he caught a nice 25-yard reception there for the victorious Brush Beat Diggers. Kyle Wellen breaks a long one on his second carry of the night. He finishes with 59 yards and a touchdown. Cesar Hinojos carried the ball twice. Once was a 3-yard touchdown run. The other was a 46-yard touchdown run. He finishes the night with 2 carries and 49 yards. Jace Krieger did get the ball a couple times. He finishes 2 carries, 7 yards. Ty Griffith breaks a couple for 20 and 35. That 35-yarder is a touchdown. He has 3 carries on the night for 59 yards. Him and Kyle Wellen are your leading rushers. Through the air, Hondo was a perfect 3 for 3, 105 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had a 58-yarder to Cesar Hinojos. He had a 35-yard touchdown pass to Cesar. Cesar finishes the night with 93 of those 105 receiving yards. And then Cade Moriarty got himself a 12-yard touchdown catch. And they had a 2-point conversion there on their 3rd score of the night from Hondo to Moriarty as well. And that pretty much wraps up your stats.
Yeah, just like that in a nutshell. And we talked about it at the halftime that it wasn't a matter of long drives. It was, 1-2 plays, touchdown, 1-2 plays, touchdown. Sometimes one play and a touchdown, just an explosive offense from Brush.
Right.
I mean, the players, not so much the offense, but just the plays that are called and the players executing those plays. I mean, just getting through the line of scrimmage, and then they turned on the afterburners, and there's no way anybody's going to catch them. And it goes from the varsity guys all the way down to the JV and the freshman guys that played. There's so much explosiveness and talent on this team. It's just unbelievable. So look for good things for these guys. They've got one more regular season game, and let's just cross our fingers we continue to keep up that intensity as we get into the playoffs.
They got one more game to finish up the regular season against Weld Central in Kingsburg. Next week we'll be there at 7 o'clock kickoff. Most of those stats, first half stats. Second half, Coach Swint got his reserves in, got his backups in. Becker had a touchdown run. Esparza had some nice carries. Defensively was the only side of the ball where they were able to have any consistency at all. They just consistently stuffed Fort Lupton.
Yep.
Fort Lupton had one drive where they were able to get a couple passing plays. But we're going to be joined here by Coach Swint in a second here. We'll get his headset on. We'll get his thoughts after the game. Coach, I know Ron wanted to ask you one question. What do you tell your guys at halftime when the score's like that and you got a second half yet to play?
Well, we told them, hey, once those younger guys get in, there shouldn't be any sort of drop off, and the older guys got involved in that, and those younger guys, when they got in there, they played lights out. I mean, they held them, they turned the ball over, and we were actually able to score a touchdown too. So
banana suit, right?
Well, it's a taco suit this time.
Oh, nice.
Taco suit. So, we were talking about that after the game. So, Joe's dealing out some cash on some different costumes. So
nice.
it's kind of fun to watch them.
Looking ahead to next week, you're going against old well, I don't know, a colleague, but an old rival, and Coach Chisholm and Weld Central. I've never watched Weld Central play. What do you know about them?
They're a power football team. They actually have one of the better backs in the state, Stam. And Chisholm and I go way back. We actually played City League basketball together for a number of years and stuff. So we keep in contact each week, and he's trying to build a program there in Weld Central. And like I said, they do have a special running back, and they try to power football. So we're going to have our hands full with that, because we really haven't seen a lot of that this year.
Well, I like your chances. I love what Coach Rosenbrock has done with the defense this year. I mean, that is a top-tier defense, and one that's not scared of anybody. They come downhill hard, and some of those hits, that fumble there along your sideline, that was a hit. I mean, that had to have been fun to watch, just mere feet away from you.
Yeah, I mean, there was two hits down there, one from Ty Griffith and one from Moriarty, that I was like, oh my goodness, it sounded like a cannon. And our kids are swarming to the football. They love to hit, and it looked to me like every time they got the ball, we had 5 or 6 guys at the point of attack, and that's what it's going to take, for us to be successful. And just really excited about the way we played. Our seniors, this is the last time they're going to play a Friday night lights game, and what a way to go out.
Yeah, talk a little more about your seniors and the parents. You're a parent yourself. You got to be next to Caden there as they were honored before the game. That had to be a special moment. I mean, up and down the line from Hondo to Krieger to Cesar, you got a host of seniors there that are just phenomenal, and I'm sure they're great kids, and they've been awesome to coach.
Yeah, it was a pretty special moment tonight. To be honest with you, when they were all in second grade, I put them in a basketball on a basketball team in Sterling, and basically from second grade on, a lot of us have been coaching them, so we've kind of grown up with them and went through the good times and the bad times, and it's really special that they're finally having a successful season, because these last 2 or 3 years have been tough. With wins and losses and just our situation the way it was, and for them to be successful, it's been really nice, and gosh, our parents and everything are starting to come together even more, and it's been a pretty special season.
It has, and it will continue on next week, Coach. Good luck against Weld Central, and then we'll talk to you before the playoffs start.
That sounds great. Thanks a lot for all you guys do.
No problem.
Thank you.
That is a victorious Coach Swint after that 70-0 victory over the Fort Lupton Blue Devils on senior night, on parents' night. Fun to watch. Ron, how's the Bronco game?
14-17.
Oh.
So they're getting close again.
14-17,
Yep.
Still 5 minutes to go
Yep.
in the fourth quarter. So a little bit of hope there. Not so much hope for my Atlanta Braves, but that's okay. Once again, final score from Beat Deer Stadium, 72-0 over the Fort Lupton Blue Devils. We will see you guys next week for the regular season finale from Kingsburg against Weld Central, hopefully talking about another win. Ron, thanks for joining me tonight. Thank you to Rose. Back at station doing a great job as always. Once again, post-game show brought to you by Stubbs Gas and Oil. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see you next week, and get home safe.
Thank you.